Welcome into a historic week on Inside LSU Softball. Alongside Beth Tarina, I'm Garrett Walbert. The Tigers win a series in Knoxville for the first time in school history and now improved to 11-4 against the top 25. Coach, thanks for taking the time to join us this week.
Good to see you.
I appreciate it. Your team has already matched last season's win total. You still have 12 games remaining in the regular season. That's very impressive.
They have really played well. It's been fun and exciting to watch them. They had a great weekend in Tennessee. They did some great things. I thought Friday night we were back to our early season form. I thought they played a great game Friday night, and it was a lot of fun to watch. The people in Knoxville were great. They were really hospitable. We had a really nice trip.
You know, it's always tough to win on the road. You guys start a stretch of 6 games on the road. You did it earlier in the week against Mississippi State, and that's always a tough place to win.
You know, it's always tough being on the road. There's nothing like Tiger Park and the friendly fans and everything we have here in Tiger Park. But, road is something that we have to do, a necessary evil. And, I think it was a tough midweek going to Mississippi State. They had a ton of fans there, and it was a tough place to play. They definitely, didn't make it a very easy environment for us to function in.
Certainly a bullseye on your back when you're the #1 team in the nation. Your offense in the game against Mississippi State out-hit the opponent once again. Good performances from Bailey Landry and Savannah Jaquish.
Yeah, they did a great job of, really doing what they've done all season long and just being consistent and coming through for us. And they did put up a lot of runs. We just couldn't seem to stop their offense. And it seemed like, they kept getting the timely hit. And we had a lot of runners left on base and a lot of opportunities that we didn't capitalize on. And they seemed to capitalize on every opportunity that they had.
Good to see the senior, Dylan Schupak, with a pair of hits. In her last 5 games, she's 4 for 10 and now batting over .280.
She's doing a great job for us, and I think it's part of that senior leadership, and she really understands the concepts we're asking them to do. She understands the plan, she buys into it, she trusts it, and I think that's why she's having so much success.
Savannah Jaquish has just kind of been unconscious the last week or so. 3 for 3 in this game, couple of doubles. She's seeing the ball very well.
She really is doing a great job, and I think that's Savannah. She's just going to come through for us when we need her to. She's a great hitter. She's one of the best that's ever been at LSU. I think she's got so many things going for her, so many just talents and abilities, and she adds that offense to great defense for us at whatever position we ask her to play. So Savannah Jaquish is always a fun one to watch.
Bianca Bell with the hit in the game. She also drew a walk earlier this season. She became the all-time home run leader in LSU history, and Savannah Jaquish is right behind her. Here's a closer look at 2 of the best power hitters in LSU history. From 2007 to 2010, Rachel Mitchell hit 33 career home runs for the LSU Tigers, setting a school record in the process. Fast forward 5 years, and Bianca Bell has broken Mitchell's home run record as a junior with another season left to play. Even more impressive, Bell needed 250 fewer at-bats to break the record while batting .381 for her career. The 2013 SEC Freshman of the Year got off to a fast start despite some early jitters.
Definitely been a ride. I mean, my freshman year coming in, I feel like there's so much stuff, like learning all new things and being a part of a whole different atmosphere, different team, different thing, learning different things and different coaching style. I mean, playing with my dad my whole life. Now I'm a junior this year. I feel like I'm getting more comfortable in how they're coaching me and learning, stepping into the plan that Coach Dobson's teaching me at the plate, and then all the defensive things that Coach is teaching me, and it's just it's become like a whole different type of softball for me, and it's really cool.
What Mitchell accomplished in 4 seasons and Bell matched in 3, Savannah Jaquish has equaled in less than 2 full years in Baton Rouge. Jaquish blasted a pair of homers at Tennessee, tying Mitchell for 2nd place all-time at LSU with 33 home runs. Savannah credits her coaches and batting behind an MVP candidate like Bell for her overwhelming success.
Did not generate any home runs really in high school. Probably had 20 my whole 4 years in high school, so never was a home run hitter. I think that just came from the confidence that Howard instilled in us, and I think that he said that you can leave your mark however you want here at LSU, and I just made a choice. I made a decision that I wanted to be the #4 hitter. I wanted to hit home runs, and I think that looking up to Bianca is just seeing her hit home runs really made me want to hit home runs. So.
In 2014, Bell smashed 14 home runs, while Jaquish set a school record with 17, combining for 31, the most home runs by 2 teammates in school history. Bell and Jaquish are a modern-day dynamic duo that strike fear into opposing pitchers.
We're a really big threat. I feel like me hitting in front of her, she protects me, and she does a lot of good things behind me. Like, I know if I don't get on base, I know that they're gonna have to pitch to her next. And knowing that she's a great hitter and someone that I look up to as a hitter, and it's just awesome having her behind me.
I'd like to think that we are the best 1-2 punch in the country. I mean, you can't really pitch around us, especially when AJ and Bailey get on. And I wish that she was the same grade as me so I can just be with her the whole time, but she definitely pushes me to be a better hitter, and it's just crazy how they really have to pick their poison when they pitch to us. So.
On average, Bell has hit a home run every 12 at-bats of her career. Jaquish lowers that number to 1 homer every 9 at-bats while hitting .345 at the plate. And while home runs can draw attention to the individual, both players are focused on driving their team back to the College World Series in Oklahoma City.
If it comes down to it and a home run is what gets us there, then I'll take it. At this point, I'll take anything. I'll take even a sack bunt, anything. It's going to be all 21 of us and even the coaches and the fans to get us there.
Home runs are fun, but ultimately it's about the score and how we can change the score with one swing, and how our slappers can get on before us and we can bring in multiple RBIs. Like, it's not about, oh, the all-time leading home run record to Bianca or to me. It's the Women's College World Series National Championship, and that's basically what we look towards.
Coach, go ahead and throw Kelsey Kloss into that mix, and you've got the best home run hitting trio probably in school history. That's a great collection of talent.
We're lucky to have any one of those young women, and we have 3 of them that are so talented. But Bianca and Savannah just continue to pace this offense. They continue to break records and shatter them, and they still both have a lot of time left here at LSU. So they're really special. They're special people to us as well off the field. They do some great things for us leadership-wise, and like I said, we're just lucky to have both of them.
Good to see all 3 of those players in purple and gold. When we come back, LSU and Tennessee. The series in Knoxville, LSU takes 2 out of 3. We've got highlights from Knoxville after this on Inside LSU Softball.
The Power One means a lot. With the Tiger traits that we have instilled in us, it really brings out the best in everybody. And it not only brings out the best in us individually, but it helps us realize the good things in everyone else on the team. And it helps us have a goal that we work towards and we talk about every single day.
Welcome back to Inside LSU Softball with Beth Tarina. Coach, Game 1 in Tennessee against the Vols. You put the ball in the hand of Carly Hoover, and she set an incredible tone, 1 run over 7 innings.
I really felt like we needed to make a statement coming off the Mississippi State loss. I thought we needed to get back the ball rolling, make sure we had a solid performance, and Carly Hoover has done that for us so many times this year. She's really stepped up. A great game against Oklahoma, she beat Arizona, pitched well at Florida. So she's had some really big moments for us. So, I wanted to give the ball to somebody that I thought would step up and compete and really lead the team. And she did just that. She threw fantastic. She kept them off balance. She, used a lot of different weapons and different pitches, which is something she, has tried to grow into throughout this season. So we've really seen her grow. I saw her grow a lot in that game. I think career high for strikeouts, which is a fantastic performance against an offense like Tennessee, one of the best offenses in this conference. They have 70 home runs. So, I thought it was an unbelievable performance from Carly Hoover. I was really proud of what she did.
Beth, how much fun is this team having? I know, bus rides, plane trips, that's a great way to build friendships.
They're crazy, and they have a little saying they like to say that you can't beat crazy. So they try and be as crazy as possible, whether it's wearing a mask in a dugout, screaming new cheers. They're always writing new cheers too. They're sitting in the restaurant and they're trying to come up with new cheers and practicing them and drilling them. And sometimes I have to cut them off because we get a little bit crazy. But they have a great time. I think that's a big part of the success of this group too, is they all get along so well. They all genuinely care about each other. They're all really close friends, and I think that's a big reason why they're having so much success too.
I'm sure opposing pitchers hate those cheers too. That's good stuff.
I think they definitely do. Sometimes I'll hear comments from the other teams about their cheers. Some of them they like and they try to copy them and they try to, do them as well. And some of them are just so annoying that they want them to stop, but they never stop. And I think it's a lot of fun for them, and I think it, puts them in a great attitude. They have a lot of energy, and I think they bring that with them onto the field.
Okay, LSU wins 5-1 in Game 1. Game 2, a chance to take the series. Allie Walljasper got you off to a good start, and Kelsey Selman knocked it out.
Allie Walljasper did exactly what we needed her to do. she made some adjustments during practice in the week, and those really showed up when she was on the mound. I think it's tough for any pitcher to hold down Tennessee for 7 innings, so it's nice that we had an option of Kelsey Selman, that she could come in the game and give a completely different look than Allie, and she was able to do that, and they both did their job and did exactly what we needed them to do.
Your offense raced out to a 4-0 lead against Tennessee, highlighted by a couple of big hits from Constance Quinn.
Constance Quinn really stepped up for us in the game, and I think, she's so athletic and she's able to do so many different things. I think it's always nice to see her having some success at the plate, and it's nice to see success from all spots in our lineup.
You get production from her, an RBI double, a home run. How maddening must it be for an opposing pitcher to see the bottom of the lineup like her and Griggs coming through so often?
Well, it's scary for a pitcher because as soon as they do that and they come through, they turn the lineup over, and now you're facing Andrews, Landry, Bell, Jaquish all over again. So I think, a big key is getting as many at-bats as we can for our entire lineup. The more times they're seeing a pitcher, the more successful they're going to be. So, I think the more the bottom can turn it over, the more the top can continue to pass the bat, I think the more success they're going to have.
Bianca Bell with her first hit of the weekend in Game 2, and it's her 13th home run of the season. There's usually no doubt when she connects.
It was a good one off the scoreboard. There was no doubt about that one. So she really stepped up, got all of that one, and always fun watching Bianca get a hold of something because it's going to go a long way. So a lot of fun.
Jenna Kramer drops a picture-perfect bunt, gets on, and she's on base for Quinn's home run. What kind of playmaker has Kramer developed into?
I have there was no shock to me that the bunt worked because I was so shocked that she did it along with the rest of Tennessee. The surprise factor was awesome. She surprised me. I looked at Coach Dobson's face. He seemed surprised too. So, the surprise factor really worked for her. She laid it down perfectly. We asked them to do whatever they could to get on base, and she did just that. Jenna Kramer is just such a selfless young woman. She's just such a selfless player. She'll do anything the team needs. If we need her to bunt, she'll bunt. If we need her to, step up and hit a certain pitch, she'll do that. She'll play any role we need her to play, and she's a big part of just creating that selfless culture with this team.
To second and over the head of Quinn. They're going to wave around McSwain trying to score from second, and she is out at the plate on the throw by Bailey Landry.
We touched on it earlier. How awesome was it to see Bailey Landry with that put out at the plate from right field?
She had a cannon on that throw. It was awesome. She's capable of doing that. She's a really accurate arm, and threw a perfect throw home. We made a perfect tag. It was great to see. I know we shocked Coach Weekly with that one. He told me later what a special player he thinks Bailey Landry is, and I know that throw was a big part of it. So, she's done a great job for us at the plate. It's nice to see her get some attention on the defensive side as well.
Kelsey Selman comes into pitch in relief of Walljasper with runners on the corners, and she gets the clutch out. Very effective in this game.
She does, something so different than Allie that it's just a nice opportunity to put a completely different look in. I think it's really tough for offenses to, make that change mid-game. I think it's tough game to game. I think it's even more difficult mid-game. So I think showing them a completely different look is exactly what Kelsey Selman did. She was exactly what we needed, and, she's done a great job every time we've called on her this season.
Kelsey comes in, gets the victory in relief, now 8-0 on the year. Is it that change of pace which really makes her so effective?
I think she's good on her own. I think we've seen her start games and she's been fantastic. So, I think it's always easier though when you set them up like that. And I think having the right matchup, having them follow somebody else, I think the whole pitching staff understands that concept that they're better together than they are on their own. So, they're all good on their own right, but they're better when they're able to follow somebody that is their complement.
All right, Tigers get the win, take the series. They go into Game 3. You put the ball in the hands of Bailey Corbello. 3 strikeouts and a walk. Tennessee's able to score 5 runs, not all of which were earned.
I think Tennessee was really prepared to play on Sunday. I think, they were going to do anything they could to not be swept. I think it's tough to match that emotion. They're playing in their home park. They're a really talented team. So, I think we had some things stacked against us. And then on top of it, I think, we faltered in some areas. We didn't play great defense. I think we made a lot of mistakes that cost runs throughout the game. I think, if we could have played a similar game to how we played on Friday, we would have been in much better shape defensively. But, I think we have a lot of things we need to work on. We'll come back to practice this week, and we'll make sure we keep working to fix some of those things that happened in that Sunday game.
Game 3, your offense off to a fast start again. 3 runs through the first 3 innings, but Kelsey Kloss probably had the best day at the plate out of anybody.
She had a great weekend, all weekend long. She was fantastic. She just saw the ball really well, swung at strikes, swung at the things we asked her to swing at, and always great to see a wonderful person like Kelsey Kloss succeed. I think the whole team really cheers and pulls for someone like that.
Kelsey hit a pair of home runs and a double. That's a great way to up the slugging percentage. She's matched last year's home run total with 9. What's led to her power surge in year 3?
I think she just is an upperclassman now. She understands, the concept that we're asking her to do at the plate. She understands hitting in a plan. She's making better choices. I think, she's really being more selective at the plate. And, I think she just continues to buy into the system, which is a great system created by Coach Dobson and Coach Leftwich. And I think, she just continues to trust it and gives us her best effort every time we send her to the plate.
You didn't have a problem in Game 3 getting runners on base. Walljasper later on would load the bases, and then A.J. Andrews would sack one in.
Yeah, honestly, they made some good pitches at some big times. They were able to shut down the offense. I thought our offense probably did enough to win the ball game, though. I think, on the defensive side, we've got to make some better decisions, got to make some better plays, and I think that will come as we practice this week and we work on a few things.
Later in the game, Emily Griggs had to leave the field of play after making a play. Any update on her status?
Yeah, I think she's in good shape. I think, we love players that go hard, and, of course we don't want to see them injured, but, she's injured given an all-out effort, and that's the kind of kids that we pride ourselves in having, and definitely missed her in the game. We, definitely felt that her presence wasn't there, but, we had some people step up and try and fill the role, and we'll see Emily back this week.
Tennessee able to salvage the series. They win Game 3 by a score of 8-5. How important was it, though, for you guys to win a 3-game series at Tennessee?
It's something that hasn't been done this year in the SEC, something that hasn't been done in school history. So it's a big moment for us, and I think it's a big hurdle we needed to get over. I think it'll take us a long way, and I think Tennessee brings so many different things to the table. They have a great offense. They, do so many things so well. So to get 2 from them, I think, is a really good weekend.
Great weekend for the Fighting Tigers of LSU. When we come back, an outstanding feature about Walljasper and Emily Griggs representing the U.S. on the National Junior Softball team. You're watching Inside LSU Softball.
I've always dreamed about playing on a team that unites together, even coming back from different backgrounds, different ways of life. We all come together and join together for one common goal, and that's winning the national championship.
And we're back on Inside LSU Softball with Beth Torina. Coach, you have a pair of players competing for the U.S. Junior National Softball team. How fortunate is it to have Walljasper and Griggs competing for LSU and the national team?
That's something we're so proud of, just that these girls get an opportunity to represent not just LSU, but their country on the international level. I think it is an experience that they will always have with them, that they will take with them forever. And, we're just so honored that they have been selected for this. And I think it's just a really nice opportunity for those 2 young women.
All right, here's a closer look at LSU's representatives on the U.S. national team. LSU freshman outfielder Emily Griggs and pitcher Walljasper were selected to the 2015 USA Softball Junior Women's National Team after 2 days of tryouts. The Tiger duo were among the 17 collegiate underclassmen and high school athletes selected for the team, as the squad will compete in the International Softball Federation Junior Women's World Championship August 9th through the 15th in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
It was a very exciting moment that I've been dreaming to play on the USA team since I was a little kid, and I finally got the chance to try out.
Allie's able to swing the bat and play first. So that gives them, instead of having 3 players, now you have all 3 of those into 1. So she fits a big role for them too as well.
But Allie, we call her the gentle giant. She is literally the gentle giant. Like, she goes on the mound and she's like this big, like intimidating, like spins the ball well, and then she comes off the field and she's the sweetest person you'll ever meet in your life.
And so I had texted Allie the entire morning saying my stomach hurts, I'm so nervous, blah, 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 blah. And so finally when we both made it, we found out, we were texting each other like, congratulations, I'm so proud of you.
I love working with Emily. She has a lot of heart too. She loves playing the game. She has so much energy. She gives so much effort to the game and to her team.
And I think what's going to help her too is that they play this summer coming up. Well, she'll have a whole year of college play, and she'll have a whole year of SEC play. And some of the pitching you're going to face in the SEC are some of the best pitching in the country.
I'm really excited, especially since there's 2 LSU players on the junior national team. And then just to put on the uniform, the USA uniform, we took headshots in it, and it was almost like a tease, but now that I actually am going to have like my own uniform, it's going to be so weird, but I'm excited.
As for myself, I just want to do everything that I can do for the team, whether it's in the lineup, whether it's helping other people out, whatever it is, whatever my role is, I just want to be the very best for the team because we're 21-on-1. You know, it's a operating system. It's a bicycle. You can't operate a bike without the chain.
LSU's Performance Player of the Week has to be junior Kelsey Kloss. Huge weekend to get LSU a series win in Knoxville.
It was so nice to see her swing for such power and come up so big in so many moments this weekend. I think she's a player, we call her the glue. She's the one that keeps us together, that keeps us going. So to see her have offensive success like that is just so fun for the whole team. And of course, behind the plate, she's as solid as you can get. She works hard for the pitchers. She wins strikes for them, you know, really runs the defense. So many great things from Kelsey Kloss. It was nice to see her put up so much power and swing so big for us all weekend long.
Our final segment on Inside LSU's Softball Coach, a very special weekend coming up. All Tiger fans encouraged to attend the Go Teal Walk.
This is something that's really close to my heart. My mom's an ovarian cancer survivor, so we have a great event Saturday morning. You can sign up at goteal.com, GEAUX teal.com, and come out and walk with us. We have a walk right here around campus where we're trying to raise awareness and raise some funds for people right here in the Baton Rouge community that are dealing with ovarian cancer. So, you know, the team will be in their teal jerseys on Saturday night against A&M. So please come out and support a great cause and something that's really close to this program.
Should be some standout softball. The Texas Aggies come in needing a series win. That's a very talented program.
They are really talented, and you know, they always have a great offense. They swing really big, and you know, they do so many things so well there at Texas A&M. So just like any SEC series, it'll be a battle.
You can have a chance to follow the Tigers on social media, on Twitter and Facebook at LSU Softball. And also, please visit the website goteal.com. I know last year's event, there were just record-breaking numbers. I'm sure you'll break the records again this year.
We're already on our way to it, so we're on pace to break those records, but we need everyone to come out and just continue supporting a great cause.
All right, we'll see you next week with more highlights and player features here on Inside LSU Softball. For Coach Tarina, I'm Garrett Walbert. We'll see you next week.